Hey kids, here we are again in my living room on a windy, stormy day. Seems like we're spending a lot of time in our house these days, isn't it? And I thought that since we're spending so much time in a house, perhaps we should try to design a house that we'd really like to be in. Let's design our own house. So I chose this book called If I Built a House by Chris Van Dusen. This little fella Jack is going to design a house he would like to live in. The first thing you do is draw a picture or two. Look at all the ideas Jack came up with. A lot of different houses there. Let's see how this goes. Jack in the backyard said to his mother, "This house is okay, but it's like any other. It's boxy and boring and basically bland. It's nothing at all like the house I have planned." So there he is at his picnic table out in front of the house. He's got his Tinker Toys, his Legos, his Lincoln Logs, his sketch pad. We saw what he sketched out. He's got cardboard, Scotch tape. Let's see what he comes up with. My house will be different. It can't be the norm. I think about traffic flow, function, and form. Oh, it may include shapes like a tower or dome, but I'll focus on what makes a building a home. If the rooms on the inside that make it unique, so step through the door and let's take a peek. I think we're working in Jack's imagination now, but here we go. We'll start with the basics right off the bat. Check out my all-in-one kitchen-o-mat. You don't have to cook and you don't have to clean. It's done by a space-age robotic machine. It makes all the meals and the food is delish. Then it washes and puts away every last dish. Look at this kitchen. There's the menu up there. Jack's got some chocolate chip cookies coming. He's got a pizza in the works. But here's his lunch. Double cheeseburger with fries and a milkshake. And then all the dishes get done right over here. I think his mother actually likes this idea of a kitchen. Get what you want, whenever you want, and then you don't even have to clean up. The living room's next. It's fun. Come on in. All the chairs and the table and the sofas spin. And trampolines lead to a giant ball pit. It's a pretty neat room, you'll have to admit. So you come out of the kitchen, hit a couple trampolines, bounce into a ball pit, if you're a kid, and there's a dog over there already with his tail sticking up. Nice big television set, and all the chairs and sofas spin. Nothing in my living room spins, but that's okay. I like it here anyway. Aha. Now look in the bathroom. No shower, no tub. Instead, take a ride on my Scrub-a-Dub-Dub. Just step on the belt and it washes you clean, even the places you've never seen. So, you just step in the door at this end, it hoses you down, you've got your bath lotion, your soap, your scrub brushes, then it rinses you all over, and you step out of blow dryer, put your clothes on. If you ask me, this looks a lot like a car wash. Whoop, not like a car wash. Here we go. And here's my bedroom way up in the sky, on top of a tower 200 feet high. With glass all around, just check out the view. A bed in a tower, now that's something new. Look at this, he's way up here. They've even got a news truck down here taking pictures. Boy, he's up there. But you come up in an elevator, he's got a telescope, a viewfinder over here. He's got a PlayStation chair, TV over here. But I will point out to you that Jack's bookshelf with all his books is right next to his bed. Reading's the most important thing. Now, if you lived up there and came up in an elevator, how would you get down? Would you take the elevator? No. You would jump in a porthole and go down a slide. The rooms we walked through just moments before are the kinds that you'll find in any decor. But if I built a house, I'd add a few more. So hop on the slide. It's time to explore. There they are going down the slide to get into the house. They'll go right through a porthole. So we've got the kitchen, the living room, the bathroom. All houses have that, right? The bedroom. Let's see what Jack adds. You know how I constantly like to create. Well, this is my art room. Isn't it great? You draw on the wall. Don't worry, it's cool. Hung way up high on a big giant spool is a huge roll of paper that hangs to the floor. Just draw till you're done, then pull down some more. So all you kids like to create, I know you love to draw and paint and all that. So here's Jack's art room. You just draw on the wall and then pull down some more paper. He's got a statue going over here of his dog, doing a little sculpting. Here are his paintings in the back. What would you have in your art room? Aha. Next comes my flying room. See how it's tall? It's empty except for a switch on the wall. Just turn off the switch and you'll float off the ground. Then flap like a bird and fly all around. Isn't it nice to be up in the air? A room without gravity. That's pretty rare. If Jack's got this room in his house, he might want to grow up to be an astronaut. What type of room might you put in your house for your special interest? You probably put in one of these. This is my racetrack room. Step right inside. It's less like a room and more like a ride. It features a racetrack that loops all around with super fast go-karts that don't make a sound. You'll fly and you'll flip and you zip and you zoom. You have to admit, it's a wonderful room. Take a look at this. A racetrack room. There's Jack in his go-kart beating his dog. Here's Mom over here with the checkered flag. She's being the judge. That's pretty amazing. I think it's the biggest room in the house for sure. Here's my favorite room. A room filled with water. Now that's something new, but if I built a house, that's just what I'd do. This is my fish tank room. Ain't it a sight? Don't worry, they're friendly. The critters won't bite. Just strap on an air mask to swim with the fishes. Now this is a room that every kid wishes. It's a human aquarium with all the fish. Here's Jack down here on a dolphin or a whale or something. There's a turtle up there. There's an octopus over there. Here comes Mom. I want you guys to look at this room over here and figure out how you would get in and out of a room filled with water. Gather around and see what you and your family think. How do you get in and out of that room? That's something to think about. Of course, I've been saving the best room for last. And literally speaking, this room is a blast. So welcome, sit down. I'll seal up the hatches. The plexiglass playroom completely detaches. You fly it around. Why, it even has jets. For me, this room is as good as it gets. There's that news truck down there. He keeps this plexiglass jet playroom on a little platform next to his water room. He gets bored, he just gets in it, and they take off and zoom around the neighborhood, probably the whole country. My house will be nifty, my house will be neat. My house will stand out as the best on the street. Daringly bold, yet exquisitely fine, a must-see example of modern design. My house will be hailed as refreshingly new. If I built a house, that's just what I'd do. There's the whole house. See the bedroom up in the sky? Water room, racetrack room, plexiglass jet room. Pretty great design, huh? So, this is the drawing that Jack finally came up with. So that's where you start. You draw it all up. Then you build the model. Right here. With your Tinker Toys and your Legos and your cardboard. He's got some pipe cleaners up there. So I think that'd be a good project for you. Sit down someday when you're in the house and say, if I could build my ideal house, what would it look like? That'd be a great project when you're in your house. In the meantime, keep reading with your family, read aloud, and read a lot. And we'll be back later to read another book.